Clark County Today is presented by Connell Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting connellrealestate.com.
Good evening, Clark County. It's Tuesday. I'm Jacob Graneman. Let's take a look at our top stories for today. Crews fighting the Big Hollow fire southeast of Cougar continue to make slow progress. The 21,000-acre fire has continued to grow, but much more slowly with cooler conditions and calm winds. Heavy smoke has made it difficult for aircraft to get up over the fire, but crews are working to build containment lines and protect buildings at the government mineral springs. Evacuation levels for Chilhatchee, Amboy, and part of Yakult remain at level 1, which means be alert. Portions of the Gifford-Pinchot National Forest remain closed, and people are urged to stay out of the area of the fire. Air quality continues to be a major concern throughout Clark County as well, though things have improved slightly. As of this afternoon, an air quality station in Vancouver measured at just under 400, which is still in the hazardous range, but well below the 500 plus we saw during the weekend and parts of Monday. A dense smoke advisory remains in effect through noon tomorrow, with an air quality alert through noon on Thursday. Rain is expected to push into the area later in the week, clearing most of the smoke out, at least temporarily. Our friends at Peace Health Southwest put together a handy list of tips on coping with the smoke-filled air and keeping yourself healthy. You can find that at clarkcountytoday.com. The governors of all 3 West Coast states have blamed this historically bad wildfire season on climate change, but not everyone agrees. Cliff Mass, a climate scientist with the University of Washington, points to mismanagement of our forests as the primary reason for fires and how they have gotten worse. Mass notes that easterly winds, which were the primary drivers of this month's wildfires, should weaken as the climate warms, which would make severe wildfires west of the Cascades less common in the future. Instead, Mass says forests have become overgrown with burnable materials building up in the understory. In the 20-year Forest Health Strategic Plan written last year, Washington State Public Lands Commissioner Hillary Franz noted that the forests in the state are overcrowded, filling with diseased and dying trees at high risk for catastrophic wildfires. Franz, a Democrat, has pushed for more resources to fight wildfires and manage forests since she was elected in 2016. Be sure to read the full story at clarkcountytoday.com. The comments on this story have been blowing up on our Facebook page as well. We're guessing you have some thoughts too, so be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see when stories are posted and be part of the lively conversation about what's going on in your community. The Interstate 5 bridge closure that has been on the horizon for months and after being postponed due to wildfire evacuations has been rescheduled to begin September 19th and last through September 27th, with the initial closure shutting down all 3 bridge lanes of I-5 North and having drivers share the remaining 3 lanes on I-5 South. Later in September and October, another closure will shut down 1 lane of I-5 South. During the closures, crews will replace a nearly 100-year-old component known as a trunnion that helps raise and lower the drawbridge part of the crossing. A crack in that trunnion has been monitored for the last several years and is now at a place where immediate action is required. The 3 lanes remaining open on the southbound side during the initial closure will toggle to accommodate 2 lanes southbound in the morning and 1 lane southbound in the evening. A zipper barrier truck will move the concrete barrier back and forth in the middle of the day to accomplish this. This new plan is still somewhat fluid, according to the Oregon Department of Transportation, since the wildfire situations across much of Oregon are still evolving. Visit the full story at clarkcountytoday.com to learn how to be on time and stay safe. Clark County's rate of new COVID-19 cases has been increasing since the Labor Day weekend. Today, Clark County Public Health said we've had an average of 69.4 new cases per 100,000 residents in the past 14 days. A rate of 75 would put us back in the high-risk category for school reopenings. Since our last video update, there have been 110 new cases for an average of nearly 28 per day. If that trend continues, it would put us on a high-risk category by this time next week. No new deaths have been reported since last Friday. There are currently 128 cases that are considered active, with 22 confirmed and 6 suspected cases in Clark County hospitals. The Battleground School Board on Monday approved another round of temporary layoffs. The district had previously furloughed 107 classified and hourly employees. The latest round is expected to impact 152 staff members in 235 classified positions, equating to a reduction of approximately 60 full-time positions. With enrollment down around 9% further than anticipated, the district faces a potential budget shortfall of nearly $10 million this year. The goal is to bring as many of the furloughed employees back to work as soon as possible once students can start returning to classes. The temporary layoffs allow employees to continue their access to health care and file for unemployment insurance. Tragic news was released Monday after a hit-and-run collision that took place on September 2nd in Vancouver. The accident took the life of 56-year-old Thomas Sawyer, who was a pedestrian in the area of East Mill Plain Boulevard and Grand Boulevard when he was struck by a vehicle that left the scene. According to the Vancouver Police Department, investigators identified the suspect driver as 21-year-old Harley Anderson. On Friday evening, Clark County Sheriff's deputies were dispatched to a stolen vehicle call and were able to stop the car at the intersection of Northeast 29th Avenue and Northeast 170th Street. The passenger in the vehicle was Anderson. She was booked into the Clark County Jail and charged with vehicular homicide, felony hit and run, and driving while license suspended third degree. Well, A&A has another reason to celebrate. The casino got a few more awards from the industry. Here's Paul Valencia with a report.
Ding, 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 ding! Hey, it's another jackpot winner at A&A. This time, A&A is celebrating A&A. Casino Player magazine named A&A the top casino in the Northwest for the 4th year in a row. We got the opportunity to talk to General Manager and President Cara Fox-LaRose. She said the A&A team is humbled and excited about the recognition they received. The recognition also gives A&A a chance to look at its future. The new parking structure is set to open in November. A hotel is in the long-term plans. And yes, they hope to earn recognition for those things as well. At A&A, Fox-LaRose said, they always want to strive for perfection.
It's election season, and the days until the November 3rd general election are counting down. The League of Women Voters of Clark County announced its schedule of candidate forums this week, highlighted by a virtual debate between the candidates for Washington's 3rd Congressional District. Incumbent Republican Jamie Herrera Butler and Democrat challenger Carolyn Long will debate on Friday, October 9th at 2 p.m. The debate and 4 other candidate forums will be broadcast live on Clark Vancouver Television and streamed on cvtv.org. Other forums will include candidates from the Washington State Legislature, Clark County Council, and Clark County Charter Review Commission will participate in 4 forums sponsored by the nonpartisan League of Women Voters. For the complete schedule and list of invited candidates, see our full story at clarkcountytoday.com. Clark County Auditor Greg Kimsey cleared up the confusion this week about mail-in ballots in the November 3rd general election. Kimsey reminded registered voters in Clark County that they do not need to request a mail-in ballot to vote in the upcoming general election. Ballots for the general election will be mailed on Friday, October 16th. Kimsey's statement is in response to a U.S. Postal Service mailer that hit mailboxes late last week, encouraging voters to request ballots early. This message doesn't apply to Washington State as it has had mail-in voting for almost a decade. Anyone not already registered to vote can do so online at clarkvotes.org. The deadline for online registration is October 26th. Registered voters who do not receive a ballot in the mail by Wednesday, October 21st should contact the elections office by phone or email. Voters can send completed ballots via the U.S. mail using the postage-paid envelope provided with the ballot, or take them to one of the 20 ballot drop boxes located throughout the county. Well, there's a check of the stories we're following for you at clarkcountytoday.com. Be sure to follow us on all the social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube to see when stories are posted and be part of the conversation. Send us your story ideas and feedback. Our email is news@clarkcountytoday.com. I'm Jacob Graneman. From all of us, thanks for watching. Have an excellent evening, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.